In this video, I'm going to go over the tools that we can use to edit our audio and how you can edit and manipulate audio clips. Starting off with the tools, over here you can see the tools that you have available to you. So you've got a pointer tool, a time selection tool, a pen tool, a razor tool, and a knife tool. And then next to each one is the shortcut to jump between them. To demonstrate these, let me just increase the height of this track. So I'm just going to hover over here and drag this up so that you can see this track more clearly. So jumping for the tools, if I just go to the draw tool, you saw how I could just draw in clips. So I'm just drawing in a clip on that piano editor, and the same, I can draw in a clip on the audio track. But that just means that they're just empty clips. Nothing is inside them. 4 is the eraser tool that will erase events, but more importantly, I want to talk about the split tool. So I can hover over an area and create splits in the audio event or the audio clip. Then I can jump back to my pointer tool. I can select clips and move them around. So I can manipulate and change the way that this audio has been arranged. Also, this editing is non-destructive. So if I just do the undo or use a shortcut, I can get back to the original file. Now the time selection tool is quite an interesting one. Now with the time selection tool, I can make selections. So I've made a selection here. I'll jump back to the pointer tool and I can drag that out and removes that. So whatever I selected as a time selection tool, I can use to edit. The same, if I just hold down Option or Command, I can duplicate that part or duplicate that time selection. If I select a clip, you can see that I've also got some options over here. So I can duplicate a part using Command D. So if I select this and hit Command D, it's going to duplicate that part. But let me show you an even better way to do that. You've got different handles that do different things on the audio clips. So if I hover on the top over here, I'm going to extend the length of the clip, but there's nothing in that clip after that. But if I go down here, you can see the icon changes to a loop icon. And what it's doing here is creating a loop. So as I drag out, there's the end of the second loop. So this whole part from here is an exact copy of that. I've just looped it and extended out the clip. Also, if you grab this little line here, what you can do is change the length of the parts and how much of it you want looped. So for example, there is 4 bars over here, but if I select that and drag it down to 3 over here, now it's looping the first 2 bars. Similarly, if I drag this here, it's looping that first bar. So you've got quite a bit of manipulation with how you can work with looping parts and then changing the sort of size of that loop region. I'll just undo those changes and bring it back to where we were. Also, some other things that you can do on the clip. If you hover down here, you've got some fades. So you can draw in some fade ins and similarly over here, some fade outs. And there's different curve shapes as well. As you can see, if you look at the inspector, the fade in is this type of shape where it is a different shape for the fade out. I can change those shapes over here just to give the type of shape that I want for that fade out. And the same tools work the same with regards to a MIDI clip. So I'm just going to minimize that and just bring this up just so you can see that the same applies. I can extend the MIDI clip. As you can see, there's quite a lot of data in that MIDI clip. I can also do a time selection. For example, I want to select that, move that out. Now I've made a copy of just that. As well, you can change the starting point, but it is non-destructive. So it's not deleting any of the data that resides within the clip. So that's some of the tools we can use. As you saw, we've got the tools menu over here where you can jump for the shortcuts and use these to edit your audio or even your MIDI clips. And also how you've got the different handles and options within a clip to loop it and add fade ins and fade outs. I'll catch you over the next video where we'll go over some more features.